trying to be, hold on, let me finish this. And I'm trying to be respectful. I need you to promote that and help me to do that. When you do that and put a battery in my back, I don't want to prove nothing because you just trying to participate in my demise.
No. This nigga's evil,
so you
bro. Y'all, he be saying shit. Yeah, because you know on Friday this shit gonna be rocking.
Yeah, I just think we would have all seen it by then.
Hey, yo, nobody can. Hey, yo.
I wasn't saying nothing.
We don't gotta do that.
There are a few things, not violins, that I'd want to discuss. And I suppose it's just one item in particular, Mark and Flip, because I find it difficult to comprehend Flip's responses to various situations. And I recall doing some very amazing videos about it during the summer, and I'm experiencing the same emotion again. I'll explain what I mean. We are all aware that Mark will make fun of you in front of you, and you won't even notice it. They are catching it in real time. However, I will admit that kids are beginning to pay close attention to Mark's words and phrasing. During this episode, Ice even requested that Mark reiterate and clarify something because he wanted Mark to be very clear. Joe claimed to have picked up Mark's writing style and had been vigilant with him ever since. "You're not about to elf-sick me on my own podcast," he was presumably thinking. How does that appear? Not at all. But let's go back to Flip and Mark. I understand what I need Flip to do, or do less of it. Rome wasn't constructed overnight. Why not try something different if you know what makes you laugh at stuff like Mark's slide gags and shots? Mark and back and forth flips are like when we were youngsters and someone pretended to throw the handball into the air while saying something like "God and breaking necks." You know, constantly making the other person look up all salty. The only thing is that Flip is aware that it's an okie doke. If you are aware that all of this is a ploy to get you to show up when you don't want to and don't feel like it, why don't you just simply let it go? Why? They know how to get under Flip's skin, but I just don't get it.
You know what I said?
It don't work, though.
It don't work on you.
No, not me. It had nothing to do with me.
It worked, nigga. You had an old Negro League story. Mute up.
I would completely change my ways and behave better. They are aware that his diminished presence hasn't completely vanished. Based only on his most recent behavior, I'm speculating that he will appear at the pod on his day off. That is simply insane. It's a very bad concept, unless they're expecting further stuff that could or might not require editing. Everyone is aware of how that works. Alternatively, it might go viral. Who knows? Joe mentioned that the pod from Saturday might be dropped off on Friday. Who knows what will happen if Flip appears? Who is to say? Furthermore, I have nothing against Flip. In fact, I enjoy him on the pod. Simply put, I find it absurd to play or fall into the okie doke when you are aware of what it is. Before I feel like I have to prove something to someone, I'll let all these jokes go. I simply detest Flip's involvement with his own issues, if that makes sense at all. I'm not up there. I have no idea how that pressure feels. What does tiny me know then? And they most likely view some of these talking points in this way. However, I'm just stating things as I see them and being really honest. Overall, this pod was good. This episode has a lot going on. Really. I was wondering what is going on as I looked up from my screens. During several of these issues, Joe was obviously exhausted and ill. I should definitely bring that back. That compilation irritates Joe. Back in the summer, I completed one. I should definitely bring it back, because I viewed this video several times. You can see that he felt as though he was the only one who saw the Diddy doc. I'm pretty certain he wanted to discuss it as a group while it was still in the news. They had to go back and review it now. Like, hurry up. He was tense until the piece's conclusion. Mommy concludes by sharing the gospel. If the next pod begins with Mary, Mary, Marys to God and me, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if it's an entire gospel set. Don't be shocked. Simply put, in just 1 week, he has discovered a great deal about his co-host. Before I leave, I do have a few fast hits. Ish has been claiming that he has been shoveling his tenant snow for years. Don't bother that chap. For years, he has been claiming this. 2,
When it comes to Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, we are all in agreement. That's all. That's all. That's the message. Everyone is aware of the situation. Third, Ellen DeGeneres was regarded as the world's sweetest woman. The sweetest, most joyful, most fortunate woman. But I do recall the moment the shift occurred, when all of BTS's songs about her were released and everyone's tunes immediately changed. People were in complete shock. Ellen isn't theirs. It's you, Ellen. Please share your main conclusions in the comments section, as always. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Until we meet again, everyone.